Hey gamers, it's Wintermute here from Grind This Game, back with the tube challenge. And I recorded a bunch of footage and my microphone is off, so I'm going to be just narrating what I had before. So this is kind of the cooling area I set up last time. And it's working pretty well. Just showing some of the overlays here. It's hard to keep the dupes in here powering this thing. And later on in the video, I'll be setting up fertilizer makers in here once I kind of clear out some space. So I got a comment from someone about putting in some wire bridges at these kind of junctions on the edges. That way some of the heat can kind of transfer out into the atmosphere. So that's what I'm doing right here. I tried to do one right on the edge there, but it didn't work. I had to pull it in a bit. I had to build some ladders as well so they could get up there. And once I got them all set up, it helped a little bit, but the outdoors is kind of getting really warm as well. So it's kind of a temporary cooling mechanism. And right here I'm putting in an oil cooling loop. So instead of just dumping the oil in right away, I'm extending it up and through the top of the room. And this worked really well to cool down the top part of this cube. At least while the AquaTuner is running, which is not all the time because it takes so much energy. So I just continue on kind of a radiator right along here. And then it'll loop back and drip back into that little AquaTuner holding area. And right here, I'm going to take out the tube transit bridge and just move it down because I need some more plastic, and it's kind of a waste of plastic to have that little loop there. So just deconstructing, and then I'll reconstruct it just below. And here they are kind of building it out again, but a bit lower. So that freed up a couple 100 kilograms of plastic, I think, or close to that. And the reason I wanted that plastic was so I could build this petroleum generator. And so I built an oil refinery in the top left there, and then it's going to refine the oil, turn it into petroleum. Then we're going to generate some power. And the reason I built this was to kind of consume all this oil that's in the bottom half of this cube, so that we can make room for fertilizer makers and natural gas makers. And we have Oyxgen here just mopping away as much as he can so that the building isn't underwater. And I think he succeeded there, so now we should be able to get it running. So here it is working. I had to put in a natural gas generator as well because the oil refinery gives off natural gas. So here it is all running oil to petroleum and then burning the petroleum. This petroleum generator gives off a ton of polluted water and a ton of carbon dioxide, so we have to deal with that as well. So later on I'm going to build a carbon skimmer to take care of some of the carbon dioxide. And here's the carbon skimmer going in right beside the electrolyzer. So I put in one fertilizer synthesizer and a mini pump to grab the kind of polluted water. Going to skim it off the top here. Now I do get a little bit of oil initially, so I have to wait for the oil level to go down a bit. But eventually it kind of works. During all this, our algae is running low. Our geyser water is running low. The clock is kind of ticking down. So I've done quite a few things off camera. I've been waiting for this oil to be used up, and it's almost gone. There's about 800 kilograms per tile at the bottom here. And I put in a few more fertilizer makers. This room is like jam-packed with machinery. It's getting really hot. I haven't ran the cooler in a long time. I've just put in a pump here because the natural gas seems to be settling at this area. So the idea will be filter out the natural gas, send it to the natural gas generator. And once this oil is gone, I can take out this oil refinery petroleum generator. They're working their way through it really slowly. Probably set this priority 9 so they can actually finish this pipe here. And up here, I've added a mini filter or mini gas pump with a filter for hydrogen. And that's going to that hydrogen generator. So as hydrogen builds up in here, I turn that on manually. Got an electrolyzer down here, because we're going to run out of algae soon. Let me show you the algae picture here since the last kind of update here. This is all that's left, plus 5 tons, plus some slime that we're converting. I moved this algae distiller over here. It used to be up here, but I needed more room, so I put a natural gas generator in there. Added more fertilizer makers. So this room is fully pressurized with natural gas. And the reason I put in the second natural gas generator was because this was going to overflow. And it might still overflow. We're probably not using it fast enough. I also have a water sieve here just to filter out some of the polluted water into clean water and then immediately electrolyze it. And we've turned off the algae distiller. I'm trying to conserve algae wherever I can because it's going to run out soon. Same in here, electrolyzer bottom right. Hydrogen collection kind of top left here. I should probably actually turn this algae dioxidizer off, or at least change the threshold down a bit. So I guess the idea is an electrolyzer in almost every room. Things are going to just continually get hot, but what can you do? And I moved this pump down here. We're almost out of fresh water, and once we get to the steam geyser, I think that might be the end, because this room is just going to get boiling hot, and we don't have any gold amalgam, so we can't make basically the hot water in this room is just going to melt the pump, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I'll come back once this oil is gone. Oh, one other thing. I added meal ice in the bottom left here because it was cool enough, and I might put another row once we get through this algae. This might become our new food room, but it's getting warm as well, so I sense the end is near. But we'll just get through this oil and kind of rejigger things in here and just see how things go. I'm going to leave this last little bit of oil in the bottom here so we can make more fertilizer makers and try to switch over to natural gas power. Might need a little bit of oil for cooling over here later on, so I'm going to save some. So we'll get rid of the oil refinery petroleum generator. And put in another fertilizer maker. Whatever we can fit in here. And hopefully we'll eventually get through all this polluted water that we're making. So the petroleum generator can go. It's no good without any petroleum. Hopefully there was no petroleum in it. Good. So fertilizer maker, I'll probably put right here. Maybe I should put the floor in first. I'm gonna have to move everything down one, I think. This water is almost gone. So I'll come back once I rearrange things here again. I'm just rerouting some power here. So to make room for another, I think I'm going to put another natural gas generator in this slot here. And that should be able to drip down into here. I hope it doesn't spill over to this side. So we need a couple more mesh tiles. Like that. Oh, and this fence in the way. We should probably send that carbon dioxide right down to the carbon skimmer. And I'm going to go this way instead. Like that. Gas bridge. And then our next natural gas generator, since we're kind of backed up on natural gas, we can put in another one of these. Once that vent's out of the way. I feel the end is near though, because this water is going to get too low, and then we're going to have steam in here. Our algae's almost gone. We got some immunity issues with Mima. Hopefully that's cleared up here. It was really diseased in here. It's a little bit better now. I was considering decommissioning this whole room and just moving the beds into here, since the bathrooms are here. But we wouldn't get our bedroom bonus anymore. Stress is building up. Okay, now we got that vent gone, we can put in another natural gas generator. Let's make that a 9. I think that'll fit there. Yep. Might actually bend around instead. I don't know if the output like that would have worked. We can go like this instead. Priority 9. Everything priority 9. Oh, oxygen's almost gone here. Let's turn this electrolyzer back on. So this is looking a lot better now. Now we got 2 natural gas generators running, which is kind of powering everything in here without any manual wheels. So I'm just going to move this fertilizer maker up 1 notch, and maybe we'll be able to fit in a 3rd one once this polluted water has been consumed. So I'll deconstruct that and move it up 1, and then I'll try to fit another one in. If we can get this polluted water down 1 level or 2, I think we can fit another one in. In fact, we've got room here. We could probably put one in here, because we don't need as many manual generators now. Now we might use up this natural gas. It might not be enough in this room from the... because we really need 6 fertilizer makers to power these 2 natural gas generators. So it might not quite work as expected. Okay, things are getting real here. You know, in those kind of medical TV shows where the patient's about to die and they keep trying to keep them alive. It's kind of what this map is like right now. We're about to run out of water here, which is going to be really bad. This oxygen's about to run out. The algae's about to run out. We finally kind of got power working in here, but it's not doing us much good. I'm thinking of tearing all this down and forbidding them from this room, and just building bedrooms in here. There's not much room though. We've already kind of cut off this room. It's not really doing anything anymore. Oh, this is all hydrogen now. Oh, look at that. They probably can't breathe here. Okay. We're getting rid of the bedrooms. I guess I can leave the paintings. Get rid of the mess tables so they're not coming in here. And we definitely need a massage table somewhere. Put that in here. High stress, high stress. So we got to get them out of this room and forbid them from going in here. There's a bunch of materials in here. It seems to be keeping up with the natural gas, even though there's only 4 fertilizer makers in here. And we could put the bedrooms over here. Actually, I might do that. It's not going to help us a whole lot, though. How are the germs in here? Not great. Let's put some temporary beds in here. Actually, let's just put the bedroom in here. For no particular reason. Suffocating. Uh-oh, that's not good. Should be able to get oxygen right here, kind of, maybe. Oh, that's not good. Go breathe. Oh, Gene. Oh, you got out. That was a miracle. Oh, people are starting to lose it. Just realized there's no way for us to deconstruct this because then they'll never be able to get out unless we sacrifice a dupe. Which we could do. Everyone's going to stress out even more. This whole room's full of hydrogen. Okay, let's put the power wheel down here. I'm getting desperate now. Desperate. Put the power wheel there because there's oxygen there. Enable that. Disable this. There is no oxygen in there, guys. Oh, it's bad, bad, bad. Let's get them out of here. Did they get that massage table made? Yep. This is kind of the countdown right here. Once this is below the steam line, I think we're done for. Oh, and we ran out of natural gas, of course. Oh, there's a bit of oxygen there now. This pump isn't helping us. We're just sending all the oxygen away. Oh, that's what's been going on. Aha. That's kind of funny. I'll come back when I've rejiggered this whole room. I'm gonna put some bedrooms in here. Some mess tables. I mean, I could have left them in here. Probably would have made more sense, actually. Could do half and half. Okay, I'm putting a hydrogen generator in here because things are all blocked up here. And we'll see how that goes. Oh. Sent that priority 9. Almost everything is priority 9 now. This is about to... Oh, it already is starting to steam. This is not good. This is probably going to be the end pretty soon. Oh, one last piece. Priority 9. Oh, oxygen doesn't look too good in here. Let's enable that for now. How much algae do we have? 6 tons of algae, 7 tons of slime. And I dug out almost all the algae, so we're down to the bare minimum. I did put a bedroom over here, but I re-put this bedroom back here because the oxygen was looking a bit better. Wrong element damage. Maybe there was some natural gas in there. I'll come back once we're out of the water and we'll see what happens. Well, the end has finally come. Our geyser is now 60 degrees, so the water coming out of it is very hot. It's just cooking this whole area. Eventually it'll get so hot that the pump won't work and then everything's kind of done. So it's been fun. It's been a fun challenge. Made it to almost 300 cycles. Tried to rearrange some stuff in here, but didn't quite work. Didn't have enough time. I guess I could try building an oil cooler in here. That would be one final kind of thing I could try, but I don't think there's much point though, because it's going to take at least 4 dupes to run the thing. And then no one's going to be able to work in here or anywhere else. And I feel it's just kind of almost done anyway. The algae's almost gone, slime's almost gone. It has been fun, but anything past this point is just desperation, I think. So I'll be getting back to my my main base that I was working on before this challenge. Hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.